Good morning, guys. It's Mrs. Allocca. I wanted to talk to you today about the last part of the writing process. It's kind of a piece that goes into publishing. Publishing is really sharing your work and making it public, hence the word publishing. They're related, public, publish. So I wanted to talk to you today within that category about reflection, as I've been teaching you the writing process. All good writers reflect. All good writers want to make changes and make their work better. And they're constantly thinking and processing about these changes that they can make in order to make their writing better. As I write, I plan and then I draft and I do some revision and editing. But inevitably, what ends up happening for me as a writer is that as I'm going about my daily tasks throughout the day, whether it's like simply brushing my teeth or doing laundry or cooking or cleaning, my brain keeps busy while I'm doing those mundane tasks and I think up great thoughts. And then what I do is I tend to throw them down on, like, I don't know if you can see this as a notepad, throw them down on a notepad so I can incorporate those ideas later on. Sometimes I hear a word that I like, or I hear a phrase that I like, or I make a connection to an idea, and I'm constantly moving and changing my work. Remember that writing process wheel is not just a circle. You can be like a bouncy ball and bounce between the parts of the process. So, in that idea of reflection, for you guys, what does that mean? It means that what you want to do is you want to produce the best possible piece because you know that it is getting published for parents, for other kids on the team, for staff members. This is going to be published and sent out. So, you want to do your very best job to represent yourself and your ideas and thoughts in the best way possible. I have given you those tools. I've given you all sorts of lessons between March and now on good writing. And so now what you can do actually is you can use the rubric to determine, do you have the elements that are in good pieces of writing? So I'm going to give you again or show you this rubric that's on the screen right now. And these are the things that I am looking for in this short time period that would make for good writing. And really, good writing is good writing, no matter if you're J.K. Rowling or Jack Gantos or Alan Gratz or you're Johnny Smith from Colchester. Good writing is good writing, no matter what. So the first thing that I'm looking for is I, as a writer, because I am a writer, gave you feedback and I gave you lessons to succeed. So you have to look at your writing and you ask yourself, what I have here, does it demonstrate those lessons that my writing teacher, who was a published writer, gave to me? And then that's this category here, figure out where you fall. For elaboration, do you use examples and quotes and lists? Do you use little mini stories? Do you describe pictures, the setting, the actions, the events in your journal entry, if those apply to you? Basically, that lesson on elaboration, who, what, when, where, why, and how, that falls into this category. Do you give background to your ideas? Like, where did that idea come from? How did it start? How did it spark? Just like my mask envy story with that one little moment where I told the girl behind the counter that I thought her mask was pretty. And do you make decisions on focusing all those details to the topic? Like, you're not moving from your topic to your pet cat to making dinner. You kept everything focused and you left those details in there that are focused to your topic. Structure. Did you organize using paragraphs that denote where you changed your thinking, where you made those shifts and movements? Writers do not smush all of their work into one paragraph because that confuses their readers, and then their readers get turned off and they don't want to read it. With what's the point of writing it? Do you indent for those paragraphs? Do you use transitions, those words and phrases that help you move from one idea to the next? And there was a lesson on that. And then do you talk about those little tiny moments within those transitions. And then, of course, punctuation, accurate spelling. I specifically targeted run on sentences for you, but you should know how to capitalize the letter I. You should know to capitalize your names, your siblings' names, your cousins' names, the names of the state that you went to, or the trip that you took, or the state park that you went to, or the name of the trail that you hiked on. That matters. All of that matters as a reader is trying to comprehend your work. You are giving them signals with accurate grammar, punctuation, and spelling. You did get some ideas on sentence splicing, when not to use a comma and when to use a period. So that stuff are things that I'm going to be looking for. But a lot of those rules you learned from kindergarten on, and those apply especially in published work. So for me, my reflection tends to be about my ideas. You can reflect upon your ideas, by the way, and add, but I also reflect on how am I presenting it? How do I want to paragraph this out so that it makes sense? And you saw a lot of that as I did some like some taped live editing for you, in the moment editing and revision. So take this rubric. When you think you are done, score yourself. Where do you fall? I am going to score it wherever you fall most. Say you had most fours and a three, you're going to fall in the four category. Say you had more threes than a four, you're going to fall in the three category. Say you had some twos and some threes, then I'm going to look, are you closer to a three or closer to a two? And that's the category that you are going to fall into. Really, it's basically you want to do your best in every single category possible, because these are the lessons that I gave you from one writer to you, another writer. So use those between today, which is Friday. I'm going to give this to you on Friday. Use it over the weekend and Monday, Tuesday, and Tuesday. This is due. I am extremely excited. Some of you have been sharing your work with me, asking some great questions about topics and about how to structure it. And it's been wonderful. And I cannot wait to put this together and share it with everybody. Have a good weekend. Enjoy.